You know, never in the history of my channel have I ever missed 2 videos back to back in the same week, and I've been doing this for 10 years here on YouTube. Many of you guys were concerned over the past week, and I kind of stayed silent over what has actually been happening. Let me first bring you guys up to speed. So it was just about a week or so ago that I was in New York, and while there, a pipe in my filtration room burst. I couldn't get any flights home till the next morning, but in the meantime, you know, a lot of things happened. If you didn't watch that video, you'll just have to watch it. I don't want to go over it again. But ultimately, the 2,000 gallon lost one of my Asian arowana. Being home though, I was able to now fix it. I get my apologies for the energy of this video in advance. I don't even want to make this video. I want to take a break. But I think I just need to get this out and move forward. Anyways, bottom line is that was a horrible experience, but we were able to move past it. I was able to repair everything, fix everything, but that's not where my troubles ended. I don't even know how to explain this video. You guys know that the entire gallery is heated by heat pumps, air exchangers, and the 2000 has in-floor heating. When it comes to about 6,000 gallons of water in a small space, it's better to manage the room's temperature as opposed to each individual aquarium. Not only is it more efficient power-wise and more cost-effective, it just makes more sense long-term. Especially living in Canada where temperatures drop and fluctuate all the time, I want my aquariums to be steady, and they always have been. But you guys also know, especially if you follow me on Instagram, that I recently had to replace my heat pump. Now, if you guys remember, mice got into my heat pump. It was no longer able to switch from heating to cooling, so it was just continuously heating the gallery, and it heated up considerably. I needed a technician to come out and fix it. However, what they told me was, it's summertime and it's Canada. 2 to 3 weeks we can be there. I don't have 2 to 3 weeks. It was cheaper for me to just buy a new one and install it than it was to wait for these guys to come and repair it. Not cheaper, but I can send this one back for warranty. I installed the new one. It took about 3 days to get here, which is better than the 2 to 3 weeks, of course. Fantastic time for my heat pump to go and not being able to air condition. You guys know about the heat wave hitting North America. Here in Atlantic Canada or Eastern Canada, over 50 people have died from it already. Just the heat wave is absolutely record-setting. It's been horrible. With the gallery no longer being able to cool itself and about 6,000 gallons of water out there completely heated up, I was in some trouble, some big trouble. If you guys are familiar with greenhouses, a lot of the ways where they can maintain temperatures in them is they'll fill up 55-gallon barrels with water, stack them up. In the day they heat up, and at nighttime they cool off. They release that heat so the temperatures in there stay steady all the time. Now imagine a room or a whole building filled with aquariums that are heating up constantly and really don't have the opportunity to gas off or cool down because the temperature outside is rising over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's a building with 8-inch walls. It's highly insulated. If I want to cool it, it'll stay cool. If I want to heat it, it's going to stay hot. Opening the doors at nighttime and taking all the air conditioners from the house, putting them out there, all the fans, everything I could do to cool it down wasn't working. So there's other ways I can cool my aquariums. So I've shown you guys ways on how to cool your aquariums down in the past, and this works for smaller aquariums. It's not going to be that great for 6,000 gallons of water. One of the ways, of course, is to float frozen water bottles in your tank. That can effectively cool it down for like 10 to 12 hours. 500 milliliter bottle will probably cool down at like a 10-gallon tank pretty effectively. But if I do my calculations, that means I need 80 gallons of ice to cool these tanks down. I did as many as I could. I bought every bag of ice in the area that I could find, but it just wasn't enough. So of course I can do water changes, do cold water changes. In order for me to bring down the temperature, at least temporarily, that means I need to do at least 30% every day on every tank. That's 2,000 gallons of water every day. I did water changes out here every day for like, 12 12 to 14 hours every single day out here changing water. And once I got to the last one, the first one was heated back up. This place was a sauna. No joke, I probably lost about 10 pounds, 15 pounds since this happened this week. Probably not because I'm too stressed, not eating, not probably rehydrating, etc. But just to give you an idea of how hot it was out here. Guess what happens when you're changing 2,000 gallons of water every day during a heat wave? When you're on your own well, you run it dry. So at this point, I don't have enough ice to effectively cool down the tanks. I open the doors and it's just a blast of heat. It's probably warmer in here than it is outside. Over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I've run out of water. I can't cool the building. Eventually I did get the heat pump in here and I was able to slowly cool the room, but it takes a couple days to effectively cool all the aquariums as well. What a time. All I could care about was the health of my fish and making them survive. And I know that there's going to be so many people judging, but it's a certain set of circumstances that happened and occurred that I'm so lucky to have saved 99% of the fish out here. I did lose some though, and that sucks. Second. One of the other things that I did to try to cool the tanks is no more lights, nothing that produces heat, of course, besides circulation pumps and whatnot. Increase the aeration in the tanks. I did all the normal stuff, all the basic things that I taught you guys how to do. It's just I'm battling the elements. I'm battling a room that's entirely roasting in here. No way to cool it. Air conditioner's way too small. I had the pumping. There's still one here. One pumping out there. It wasn't working that well. Brought the temperatures down to like 28 degrees in here. 29 degrees Celsius. It's now 25 degrees in here, 25.5, which is actually pretty cool. Tanks are starting to get back to normal. Everybody's getting back to normal. And I also didn't feed during this time. This video has no format, no flow, no nothing. I'm sorry, I don't even want to talk about it. This was, things happened to me and I tell you guys the truth of everything, but when things are out of my control and I can't even tell you how to fix it, I can't control the weather or the circumstances of the mice, and so many things happened. I did my best. We lost one angelfish, which are up there. We lost a gourami, which is in there. And then the worst, we lost the sharks. We lost one the other day, and one is on its way out. He's still moving, just have a look. When I came in this morning, he's on his back like that. That is really bad for a shark. I think what I'm gonna have to do is net him. Try to put him in that net we had before, remember? This thing here? Maybe that will help. But I doubt he's gonna make it. It's just been too much. Temperature's too high. I've been doing the water changes. The temperature of the tank is now a lot better, but I think the damage is just done. I won't focus. I don't think he's gonna make it throughout the day. But I'll do my best and I'll update you guys where I can. Unfortunately, I think both sharks, well, of course the first one's gone. I think the other one's gonna be gone, so both sharks gone. These are the downsides of the gallery. I've watched fish rooms completely wiped out, businesses, etc., from this heat wave lately, past week, even a few weeks ago. Power outages wipes out entire stores. Nobody talks about these things or what they did or how to prevent it. And I could sit here all day and so many people will tell me all day what I should have did or could have did, but during these certain set of circumstances that happened, they were unpreventable. I did everything that I could and saved 99% of the fish, over 99. Keep in mind there's what? 600 fish in here? Maybe more? Rays and arowana are all good. Just a shitty video to make. Pardon my language. It just is. And it's just a bad time for this to happen. But I share with you guys everything. Good, the bad, the ugly. I'm just happy we didn't lose everything. Frank's okay. Everybody's fine. I'm happy I was home. The heat wave, no air conditioning, no nothing. Run out of water. Ran my well dry. Luckily I was only out of water for 2 days, but that's where I'm at, guys. I hope we can get back to normal here shortly. I love the support you guys give me, and I appreciate all the love. It will keep me going.